All right, YouTube, you're continuing to watch our really long playthrough on Zane, which will hopefully see the whole, season pass and all the content up to that point. I don't know how much we'll do on YouTube with this guy after that. I don't think you have to see all the farming and so on and so forth. That's what I was up to. That's on normal. We need to work on the cartel event. It's the big goal today, and we need to clean up side quests from DLCs. That's going to be my primary focus for today. And that's probably it as far as not only today, but for Borderlands for a little bit. As soon as this event's done. I hear the new DLC is probably going to come out in June. We'll definitely swing back around and then. Some other projects I'd like to clean up, some other games I'd like to play. And then it'll probably be a good time to come back in June again, play the DLC, and hopefully Mayhem 2.0 is nice and cleaned up at that point. I figure it will be. I don't know about playing on Mayhem 10 either. I don't know. We'll see. I want my drops on Mayhem 10. That's like the difficulty of it. So I definitely don't want anything less than Mayhem 10 drops. But I also want to actually be able to quest and work on things. Fully crit. I'm gonna do speed since I'm alone. There we go. Enemies may be infused with a random element, are immune to that type of damage released in Nova when killed. I want Speed Demon, but other stuff. I don't want Death. No. I want Holy Crit and I want Speed Demon. And I'll just deal with whatever else comes. Again, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with whatever helps me the most. I've made a video on this. For those of you that watch this on YouTube, if you're curious. Big crit, Speed Demon. Every time we see Speed Demon, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to settle. I'll do this for at least a little bit. Holy crit, got it again. Speed Demon. Oh man, so what's the point of ever doing not the face? Because the crit one is just a better version of not in the face. Like that's what I mean. Like, oh, we wanted it so you could just pick the perks. All right, I'll just pick whatever's best, and the rest don't matter then. Make them all at least decent, or give us a reason to do the hard ones. Make your changes to Mayhem outside of Sanctuary 3 will prompt a reload of the current zone. Right, okay. Holy crit. Non-boss enemies below 50% total armor, shields, and health glow blue and will explode into a shield and health booster damaged by melee. I mean, that's like a neat idea. That would definitely change things up. I mean, it's another good idea. Like, I could see in my mind that if you were playing this and, like, these were constantly cycling through while you were playing, you would be always trying to change your playstyle and adapt to what was happening. But the ability to just re-roll it means just go with the best ones for you. So I think it cross purposes. Mayhem 10 is meant to be really challenging and hard. At the same time, we want you to be able to craft the game into whatever you want, which is really, again, it's great in concept. I'm just not sure about the intention yet. Well, I've said it. I don't really like the intention yet. I think that, one, we need incentive to play on really difficult modes, that these modifiers should all have 1 plus and 1 con, like Holy Crit. It's ideal. If we're going to be able to re-roll them like this. And I'm choosing, like, And then at least I would feel like I would look at all of them to see what really lines up for today. Or force us to play with whatever we roll with, but give a massive benefit to playing with the hardest possible ones. Like, Pearlescence only drop when you have all the worst ones going. Speed Demon. Speed Demon and Crit really don't want to roll together. Holy Crit. So, since you can, like, here's another thing. Since they want you to just be able to pick whatever rolls you want, why can't we just go into the modifiers? And just pick. Why can't I just, like, go over to modifiers, and then just pick out of a list, since because this is just redundant. Sit here and re-roll it so you can get exactly what you want. Okay, well just let me pick then. We're getting Speed Demon a bunch. We just can't get Holy Crit and Speed Demon together. Like, Holy Crit should be the way all these modifiers are done, in my opinion. Critical damage increased by 25%, but non-critical damage reduced by 50%. It's fine. It's a pro. There we go. Speed Demon. Okay, floor's lava. I'll have to deal with that. Let's try that. That means we'll stay in Mayhem 10. I haven't, like, redone my build or anything either since Mayhem 10 started. There's a lot in the air right now. Like, I'd also love to see a level cap increase again. But overall, I just feel like there's a lot Mayhem 2.0 needs to do. And man, I would like to be able to know what's a Mayhem 10 drop and what isn't. I have no idea if that's a Mayhem 3.0 drop. Pretty sure this one isn't. But again, there's no way to know. I'm gonna go with Piss. Where is Piss? Oh, identical. I just got two of them, I guess. I think that some buddies of the stream actually sent us some goodies. But I didn't play for a little bit because Mayhem 2.0 just wasn't my thing, and so there you have it. These don't hardly matter to me now. Like, I do plan on doing other playthroughs of Borderlands, and they'll be on this YouTube, and, you know, I'll stream them and everything. I'm gonna, like I say, do all that on PC at this point. This wall need cleaned out. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff right now. I'm gonna look at the cartel event, I'm gonna look at side quests, and I'm just gonna try to clean up as much as I can and feel like we're in a good place and go from there. Beat Joey Ultraviolet Man 1 or greater. Do that 10 times. Some of these are, like, crazy, but so long as we get to the 18, that's all I really care about. Kill the Tenderizer. Where is the quest for this, by the way? So we can do both at the same time, right? But we're probably at the point where we're supposed to go in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in there. I don't know if we can solo it, but I'm sure going to try. I think we have to do it from here. Oh, wait. Can we actually just go from the map now? Is that a thing? Joey's Planet? Yeah. Do I need to talk to Maurice, though? Every time I play this game after playing Apex, I always want to put my shotgun away. Or any gun that I have up and, like, run faster. So what I'll do is I'll run these, and then I'll grab the little, like, thing where we have to kill so many guys. And then I'll go do side quests. And by the time we're done with the side quests, we'll probably have all the guys done, and then we'll run Joey. Hopefully we'll get a yellow jack, because I think it's still really OP, and apparently there's a really good SMG that Trant is dropping right now, which I'll look into. If I can run on Mayhem 10, I'll run on Mayhem 10. Just, you know, hopefully guarantee the drops at this point. This will be interesting. Speed Demon and the crit damage is going to be big time. So that lava is not going to be worth shit, but I think I got a Maggie on. Clairvoyance. Alright, Maggie's our top. Maggie's probably going to be really important here. I can't hardly hear this damn game. Yo, Rikers! Iron! What up, Rikers? Thanks for being here, man. Hold on. Let me make sure I can hear this game. Yeah, it's there. It's just really quiet. I've got it super low. I need to turn it up some. Yo, hey, watch out. Here we go. Oh. Hey, can't hardly hear out of my freaking left ear right now, so things might be louder, and if they are, tell me. Yo, Rikers! Rikers Iron is one of my favorite people. He's really smart. He's really hardworking. He's confident. He's a goal setter. He's a trend setter. He's one of my favorite people. This is a guy you want to follow. Loves his community. He does the most for them. And he's confident. Thanks for being here. Thanks a lot. I really do. It means a lot. Now it's a bit loud. I want to be able to hear the guns and shit, though. The game has a good soundtrack, but we just so often listen to our own music in here that we don't really... I've never fully embraced it or enjoyed it. Do that at some point. I'm doing content pop Canadian's Medical Society's website, so I need noise, distraction, and company. It's pretty bland work to do. Content pop for Canadian Medical Society's website. What's content pop? Rookie numbers, those 10s. Well, good. That's what we're here for, is to provide noise, distraction, and company. Especially the noise component. We're good at that. Hoping just like Kingdom 2 Crowns yesterday, we can finish up the goals for Borderlands this stream. And if that is the case, if that be the case, I get the side quest done and I've got a good chunk of the cartel event done, then the next goal is I would play State of Decay. Then we have a really good cleanup week, and that means this is ambitious, and again, I don't want to tempt fate, but there's all the potential that we could be on Fallout New Vegas next week. Really depends on how like fast this goes. I don't expect this to go very fast because it is a month-long event and I've just not done anything. Content population, like stuff they wanted to add or updated the website, like articles. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds like it's not the funnest work in the world. Say you really like this job though, right? Oh wait, I don't have my oops. I must have been doing some kind of experimentation. Like, I was probably trying to figure out how to use that Red Queen properly or something. I want to do Mayhem 10 because I know the Yellow Jacket drops in here and I haven't gotten one yet. Like I said, we'll run these and then I'll do side quests and that. Ooh, that clairvoyance is actually doing work. Granted, these are trash mobs and they should just be deleted, but. The fire rate is crazy. Just wish I had a little bit more of a magazine. Meat T-bone. What do I have for acid? See, I've got non-crit damage on, so... I feel like I got a really weird mix of sound, but again, my fucking left ear is currently out of the game for some reason. Wow, I know exactly why. I fucking put a Q-tip too far in my ear. Just like a, you know, Darwin intended, I've been culled from the population. Everything just takes so fucking long to kill on this mode. Always something to do and learn. I'm glad to hear that. I'm gonna take this down just a bit. I'm gonna need some music for the grinding that we're about to embrace. Just gotta do it twice, that'll start it, Wreckers. There we go. Oh yeah, that left here is really plugged up. Best episode of this game so far. This fucking aim mechanic, I swear to God. Just this, everything's so cluttered. I was so worried that I was gonna start getting pissed early. I'm not gonna let myself. Go quitters. See, I want a shotgun that can just fucking shoot him in the mouth and do a ton of damage. This just isn't satisfying when things take 10,000 shots to fucking kill. But don't play at Mayhem 10 then. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get Mayhem 10 drops? I've already got Mayhem 10 shit. Is that lead singer still alive? I know that like he went to jail again recently or something, or he got cancer. I thought he went to jail though for like meth. He's in his 70s, he's still partying hard. Looks like I was gonna farm money. Seeing red, that one class mod that everybody runs on Zane, including myself, without any shame. Let's see how our old friend, the L Walker, nerfed. For whatever, no good reason, they chose to nerf this one. See how it handles in Mayhem 10. This was how I had the most fun in Borderlands, was putting it on Mayhem 4 and putting on this speed build and running around with this shotgun, and them's were the days. Those were the days. How everything's got 5 million freaking health. I have to have some kind of acid. Damn the sweat of the sweaties. Damn the scaling of Borderlands and why they think just adding the fucking making the numbers big is fun. Yeah, the numbers are just fucking huge now. Oh my god, we might kill something. Oh yes. F is friends who do things together. U is for you and me. I just need to change my build up altogether. See, I just kind of want to, I almost want a fresh start, which is, I need to prioritize the whole PC thingy, figuring it out. 'Cause I love early challenge runs. I love messing with build diversity. I love messing with guns and actually thinking and playing and being motivated to say, oh, I wonder if that'll break the game. Oh, I wonder if that'll be strong. This is just at a point now where it's meta or die and farm the fuck out of it. Look at this. This is fucking Shaun of the Dead. I'm having a good time, having a good time, having a ball. This guy's a mini boss. Maybe I need to go see if I can't kill Captain Tron on Mayhem 10 and see if I can't get this SMG that apparently is really good on Zane. I will not be deleting him like other people do though. It's gonna take me at least as long as this fucking guy. I can't kill this guy though, so I don't even think it's worth going forward. I think it's worth just trying to find a... Oh, there's his head. It's worth just trying to figure out. What do we get? Mayhem 10. Was it worth it? Oh, boy. Oh. Yes, it was worth. Fuck yeah, baby. Gearbox is back. Borderlands is back. Let's go. Used to move fast as fuck, pull out this shotgun, shoot him in the mouth, and it was fun. It was fun. Now it's shoot him in the mouth, it does 10 damage, and you fucking run around. This just makes me mad. It just makes me mad. Damn it. To that, don't do it. Wait. Don't go to Mayhem right now. Wait until they slowly work on it so it's at least tolerable. I know, there's plenty of people that love it. Good for them. I don't. I think the numbers are obscene and the game loses its strongest value, which is the procedural generation, the complete random zaniness of finding that one gun that works really, really well. Which is something that it did do really good and understood at its core when this game first came out. They totally understood, like, what it was all about for sure. Of course, they do. They, you know, are the OGs. We get to Mayhem 10. Thankfully, the Helix has been buffed, and this one's not a bad rule. Still, Mayhem 10, you expect this shit everywhere. Oh my god, look at the fucking health pool on this big bastard. Every Mayhem perk should have one pro and one con, like I'm playing with Holy Crit. Crit damage does 50% more, non-crits do 75% less. That's fine. That should be every perk. And since you want us to just be able to choose whatever perk we want, then just let us pick it out of a list. Why do we have to reroll? That's redundant. Reroll would, to me, indicate that you want us to play with all the different rolls for a reason. Well, then create a reason. Either let us just pick them or create a reason. You know everybody wants to play at Mayhem 10. Don't kid yourself. Everybody wants to be as strong as they possibly can and play at the highest level. So create a linear path to that. Air it on a stick incentive. With all the joy of Borderlands as far as creating a crazy zany build and a wide diversity of build opportunities. Tons of different shields and grenade mods and weapons. All the procedural generation goodness, so players are picking up new guns, trying it out, seeing what works. Feeling motivated to continue to play, still feeling growth in their character. Like, they had all these systems in mind when they did this. Guardian rank is that, or badass rank, Guardian rank now. But it's soft capped all to hell, and then a hard cap on top of that, so you just really stop feeling power, or any kind of progression in that system. And of course, when you give enemies 12,500% more health, armor, shields, along with a bunch of immunity on top of that, and damage resistance on top of that, it just, everything becomes so bullet spongy. I know there's guns out there and some builds that can really handle this shit, but obviously mine can't all that well. But I'm like past the point of experimentation, because I know there's just some stuff that works and some stuff that doesn't. That's just where we're at now with this. It's Borderlands 2 UBHM all over again. Constant Borderlands big mistake of 08. It's the vicious cycle. It's always the same thing. They have this great idea, they've got a great concept, they know the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes of how all this stuff works down to the most intricate, data-driven, behavioral psychology level. And then they, like, take this concept that they've tried for the last 10 years of having this endgame that's all based around complete mayhem, crazy, random modifier, combat, loops, and it drives everything, drives the numbers to an obscene level, and ends up killing the thing the game does great. I like the feeling of speed and damage. I hate when a single basic enemy takes like 30 years to kill. I completely agree with you. Now, granted, my build and my Zane isn't the greatest representation of Mayhem 2.0. I know there's people that are already able to do pretty damn good on Mayhem 2.0, and good for them, but me, your common pleb Borderlands player, this is what it looks like for me right now. Man, for 50% more damage, that's still not doing much. It's so fucking hard to see through all these effects and the shield, too, to really hit those crits. Like, look at that. I get it, mayhem. That's what something says. He's like, well, that's mayhem. I think it's chaos. Definitely the intent is mayhem. I feel like Borderlands 1 pulled off mayhem better, though. When you would just, like, be in Skag Golly and have, like, 50 Skags show up, and then you'd have that music cue up. You know, the, oh, that song. You have, like, 50, 100 Skags all charging you in Skag Golly, and you got that brand new shotgun that just rolled for you, and it's pretty strong. It's got, like, a, you know, 20-round drum, and you're just sitting there and rolling shield, and you're just trying to survive. That shit's fun, because it still plays like a shooter. The stuff still dies in a reasonable amount of time. It feels like, you know, fun, organized mayhem. This, to me, is chaos. It's a million particle effects on the screen at once. Stuff has millions of health. 12,500% more shields, health, and armor. Procedural system doesn't matter anymore. Just a few different weapons and a few different builds. I can't see jack. I can whine about this all day. I already made a video whining about it. I didn't want to whine this early, but I've already started. No, I don't like the defense of this as mayhem at all, okay? Yeah, it's just my opinion, but I'm strong on that point. This feels like chaos and not mayhem. Mayhem to me was Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2. You know, it's a bunch of loader bots when you're defending Overlook in that town, and you gotta hold out, but you still have good damage, and you got a unique build, and you're looking at what's falling on the ground, because the shit still matters. Everything still matters. It's not just I'm looking for that one specific thing. That's all that can even do anything. Thanks for being here, Wilso. It's not where we're at. The great Wilso! I swear to God, every time I go to play fucking Cochise. Thanks for being here, Wilso. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, Talus Wizards. Also a shame that Power Creep made like 5 weapons be the only relevant ones. I completely agree, Talus Wizard. You, Rikers, and us, we're going to form a group. And we're going to call it Players Against Borderlands Doing OP Levels, UVHM, and Mayhem 2.0 stuff. Also known as PBOUM 2.0. That's our acronym, remember it. I've been fighting trash mobs for a fucking hour and a half. I could have watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy by now. I knew I was going to get pissed within the first 10 minutes of playing this goddamn game. I'm a huge fan of Borderlands, okay? Just like you guys are. I want to love this game. I want to be hooked. I want to be diving. I want to be growing. I want to be farming bosses up. I want to be figuring out builds. I want to be grinding, playing, shooting shit, because it's still fun to shoot shit. I love the Borderlands 1 loop. I love the Borderlands 2 loop. I liked some of the early days of this game. I thought it did a lot right. I think it shoots well. I think it plays well when the frame rate's somewhat stable and you can actually see what you're shooting at. I love the different procedural generation they did with all this. I love the epic rules. I love that you can get like 4 different of the same rule on a shield, like pure amp damage. That's Borderlands 1 style. I like that they brought back the gore. There's a lot I like about this game, but this scaling, this Mayhem 2.0 thing, dude. Look, again, something simple, something that why I don't like the defensive. Well, we want you to just choose your role. Then just let us get over there. Just let us go into the modifiers then and just pick from a list. Okay, so clearly they want us to do this fucking, you know. There we go. Why do this all day if you just want us to pick? Just let us pick. And if you don't want us to pick, then every single one of these should have a positive and a negative to make it fun. You could even make them change on the fly and give us a reason to do the hardest ones. Pearl Essence only drop when you have 4 very hards on. What I want to do for the sake of my own sanity and for the sake of accomplishing today's goal is I'll probably lower the Mayhem level and I'll probably do side quests so that we're still caught up. And then I'm going to quit my bitching and whining and I'm going to let the game sit for a while. And I'm going to come back. It's going to be June. There's going to be the 3rd DLC out. God willing, we're not all dead from the Rona. And that's what we're going to go with. And then I'm just going to hope that some of this stuff, which it will be, some of it will be fixed. Some of it. But as I mentioned in that video, on a fundamental level, it's like you mentioned there, Talus Wizard, with only 1 or 5, 5 weapons being relevant. Or Riker's mentioned with, takes 30 years to kill a trash mob. I don't know that that stuff's going to be necessarily fixed. I'm just going to go with this. I don't care. Yeah, I want waves of enemies to massacre, not kill the same one for 10 minutes. I agree with you. Let's go. Let's go. PBUOM 2.0. PBUOM 2.0. I like it, Rikers. We got our acronym. We are the players of Borderlands against OP levels, UVHM, and Mayhem 2.0. We want that Borderlands goodness that was so prevalent in Borderlands 1 and 2. I want to be in Skag Golly with my randomly generated shotgun that looks badass, and I got that one perk that looks really cool that I can't wait to get because I think it's going to take my build to the next level. I want to be able to feel motivated to continue to play and see the story and the world. I want to have 50 Skags, and I want that song to come up. Oh, and I want... And I want that border. That's Mayhem. This is not Mayhem. This is chaos! Takes 50 years to kill something! I get it, the Rona, the quarantine, but 10 years, man. I swear to God, they've been trying to do the same thing for 10 years. Anyway, this is reason number 7,501 why we'll never be a part of Gearbox or the Borderlands stream team. We'll see you on fucking Mixer. That's probably an... Oh, they're invincible now. They're invincible now. They're invincible, guys. This is fun. They're invincible! They're invincible. That's fun. You guys are gonna love it. We've been watching the streamers, they said on the Borderlands show. We've been watching the streamer, and they like to have the positive perks. So we fixed it with Mayhem 4. See, we go down to 4. It's 1 pro, 1 con, right? Makes sense. They figured it out. They already figured it out. And they already said we knew we figured it out, so we're gonna keep going with that. We're gonna dive deeper into that. Just ain't figuring it out. Think invincibility is fun? It's fun, guys. It's fun. Oh, it didn't take me very long to get triggered. It just did not take very long. Right, without the Moxie DLC. See, the Moxie DLC to me was the first experiment, the first attempt. Moxie DLC is great in concept, right? I think we agreed on that, Rikers. And then, I actually feel good today, Wolves. The only problem is I shoved a Q-tip into my left ear, and I can't hear out of the sucker, so I probably punctured my eardrum, so rip left ear. Needs more yellow cake. Yeah, I know you got all the guns, right? God damn it, Will, so you got all the guns. I want yellow cake too, and I'll probably never find it. You're that guy now. You're that guy now, Wilso. Just use a different gun. Sent you like 2 or 3. Well, I didn't get on. Thanks for being here. What's the grim? I think that's our first episode for today.